So last night, after it had been reported that Simon Gubadia had gotten picked up by the Iceman, I really expected for him to get on his IG stories at the wee hours of the morning, like he always does, 1, 2, 3 a.m., and post an African proverb that roughly translated to Portia Williams, you tried it, okay? And if you think you won, if you think you're gonna stay in my house, you got another thing coming, okay? Because my foot is about to go all the way up your. What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel, child. Make sure y'all bump up the thumbs up, share the video, all the things, all the things. We are talking about Simon and Portia Williams, child, because they are still at it. And a lot of people are thinking that it was Portia who may have called them people, okay? Them people over there at immigration. We are going to talk all about it and what it means for these court cases, okay? So stick around for everything, child. Simon has, I believe, 3 cases still open, including the divorce. And yeah, what's going to become of all these things if he has been picked up by the Iceman? All right. So first things first, y'all already know this is my commentary. All opinions are alleged, right? But I'm about to show y'all some paperwork. Simon, who was literally gloating just Wednesday night, I believe, either Wednesday or Thursday, okay? He was gloating, talking about he had just won one of 3 court cases. All right, let me make sure I got all the court cases right. Simon had a court case for his divorce, which, by the way, he had filed some paperwork over there saying that Portia and Simon have been doing their divorce case by Zoom, not inside the physical courthouse. Simon said for the next date up, which I believe is February 26th, he said, I want her in the courtroom. He actually asked the judge to force Portia to be present, okay? So he can, do this to her when they were talking. He wanted to be able to point at her and let her know, I see you, ho. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's number 1. He had that court case, right? A lot of people may not know that Simon had once again, because he's asked multiple times, he asked for his citizenship. So he had a court date in January of this year, 2025. He said, listen, I've been here off and on since 1980 something, going back and forth with immigration. I should be a natural citizen at this point. Is there any way I can, get my paperwork in order? Y'all can grant me citizenship. He was denied in January 2025. But like I said, he has these other court cases that are open with the court system, the United States court system. So one was a defamation claim for erectile dysfunction. So he said, listen, Portia Williams and put this story out here about me, even if she didn't say my name. Everybody knew who she was talking about. Now I'm traveling the world and I got all these beautiful women thinking that I got something going on. You know what I'm saying? I want my money. Now, he didn't say which case he won the other day, allegedly won, but I think it might have something to do with that. Okay. I'm still investigating. He also filed another court case against Bravo and them, okay, early this month, 2025, where he said, I gave y'all paperwork. I told you, you can't show anything that belongs to me, the house, the car, the Nathan, okay? And here it is in the promo. So he asked for that case, to happen so he can get his money there. He put out something like NBC Universal is a 70-something billion company. He was like, I'm gonna get my proportions. So yeah, Simon did that. And then, of course, he has his divorce case, which I think he might have tried to bump up to the Supreme Court because he said that the prenup was unfair. The presiding judge said, "It looks intact to me. I'm not throwing this out. It's fine." He said, "Nah, we're gonna take it over your head and see what's going on with that." Anyway, so y'all get the picture. There's a lot going on. Well, a lot of people are wondering, like me, what happened to those court cases when someone has been picked up by ICE and possibly deported. Okay, let's look. I looked it up for y'all, so you didn't have to. Okay, so according to this that I'm looking at, it says if you have pending court cases in the United States, but you are deported, it is very possible cases will generally be dismissed, as you are no longer physically present in the country to participate in the legal proceedings. So, y'all, a lot of people think that it was Porsha Williams who gave Simon the pow, okay, especially after she posted this. So once it had made the news, because it did make a local news that Simon had been deported, Porsha Williams made this post where she said, "It's disheartening to see my estranged husband make choices that have led to this outcome. At this moment, my priority is moving forward with my family." Basically saying he's not my family. I could give two craps about it, right? But like I said, Simon did have that case with Bravo. And I'm going to tell you right now, everybody plays dirty when it comes to court. So for all we know, somewhere over there on Bravo, Andy Cohen probably, possibly, okay, and allegedly, he could have been like, well, hell, this is my time to go on ahead and make that phone call, okay? But it says in general, those cases will be dismissed because you are no longer physically present to participate in legal proceedings. Once you go to court and they're like, well, he's not here, it's just going to be pushed out. And then it says, however, depending on specific circumstances and jurisdiction, there might be options to continue your case through an attorney or by appealing the dismissal. So even if it is dismissed, Simon could still make an appeal, is what they're saying. They said, though it's significantly more difficult for you to do so once deported. Ooh. So what about the divorce case? Because I am curious about that as well. Now, for the divorce case, it says if you have that pending in court, it says if you are deported while in the midst of a divorce case, the divorce proceedings can still move forward in the United States, even if you are not physically present. However, you may face challenges in assessing marital assets and could potentially lose certain rights depending on the circumstances or specific circumstances of your case and the laws of the state where the divorce is filed. So it still might be an uphill battle for Simon, you know what I'm saying, especially under President Muskrat. You just never know how this is going to work out. But they said marital assets is usually a big problem and it does require a lot of legal assistance to navigate. But the marriage typically will still move forward with termination. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. So like I said, he did lose his case last month with immigration for citizenship. But US Weekly put all his business out last night. They said Gubadia, 60 years old, came from Nigeria to the United States in 1982 and allegedly overstayed his visa and was declared deportable in 1985. This is according to Atlanta's WSB TV. Gubadia returned to America in 1986 and once again overstayed his work visa. He was arrested in 1987 and pled guilty to bank and credit card fraud. Gubadia was later arrested 2 more times and deported back to Nigeria in 1992. Or excuse me, 1992. Listen, Simon isn't new to this. He ain't new to this at all, child. It goes on to say that Gubadia was able to return to the United States 1 month later, according to the news station, which reported on Friday that he applied for naturalization in 2016. However, Gubadia was denied by the US government in February of 2024, and that would have been the month after Porsha had filed for divorce. Porsha filed for divorce in January 2024. So in February 2024, Gubadia made headlines again when the Atlanta Black Star reported that he had been repeatedly denied residency in the United States. At the time, Gubadia seemed unbothered by his citizenship status. Whew, child. Y'all know Simon and Porsha like to punch at each other. They like to gloat. Simon recently had this to say. Okay, he said, if you are watching RHOA and reading blogs this season, along with millions of others, he said, please don't ask me to stay silent. Expecting that from me would be disingenuous. I wouldn't even give that advice to my worst enemy. God bless. Simon is playing no games. I am going to be curious to see if them Twitter fingers, okay, is going to be punching his phone over there, wherever he is residing. Because I think he may have a place in Dubai. I'm not sure, but he, hangs out in Dubai quite a bit. Okay. He's enjoying his time. He's had some nasty things to say to Porsha over these last year and some change. Okay. Like this comment where he said, here we go again with the Underground Railroad, concerning herself with why an experienced car enthusiast of 14 years made a strategic business decision to conduct a multi-million-dollar car trade deal. Stay in the Mercedes-Benz I bought you in your name, okay? Simon is, as Porsha's worst nightmare. He said, ignorance is a disease. He spelled disease wrong. But I think he meant disease, child. What else did Simon have to say? Simon has hit Porsha with some ones and some twos. Okay. He also said the narrative change from intimate deportation to fleeing the country to broken selling luxury cars, waiting for the next narrative. What else? I'm going to bed, fleeing to a new country. Ever-changing stories. Well, not this time, Simon. This time it looks like the story's accurate. Ooh, this one was a bad one. Y'all remember this one? He said, question, what do you gain from cyberbullying someone who is eating better, sleeping better, effing better, traveling better than you? Just saying. Child, I don't know if that was against Porsha herself or if it was against Porsha stands, okay? Because Porsha stands were coming against Simon hard. Question, would you rather cry homeless in a Rolls Royce or in a Honda Civic? Simon plays no games. Mr. Petty be on top of it. This was to Porsha. Clearly, my next rescue needs to come from a pound. Woo! And this one, child, he went all the way to Proverbs. He said, like a dog that returned to his vomit is a fool that repeats his foolishness. Never again, okay? He said he will not be caught out there, okay? Falling victim to a big butt and a smile, okay? That's Belle Biv DeVoe. But anyway, y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Does Simon still have a fighting chance with these court cases against Porsha now that he has been taken by ICE? The Iceman got him. Y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about all of this. Don't forget to hit my like button and share this video. Okay, I'm gonna talk to y'all on the next one.